Hey y'all, it's Taylor from Tattooed Teacher Plans. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are working on January goals. Really excited to get into the new MAKSELIFE notebooks. I have all my annual goal stuff set up. I have 3 videos. I do them every year. I have for the past few years now, and I will leave those linked down below if you're curious about my annual goals, because I'm going to show them, but I won't really talk about them. So let's talk supplies. So I have my new folio here, which I absolutely love so much. It's such good quality, and I just really like the color. So in this pocket over here, I have some stickers from Hand Can Plan, which Hannah actually just messaged me on Instagram a couple of hours ago and said, hey, these are the old MAKSELIFE month colors. And I totally forgot about that until just now. So she's sending some new ones to me, which is so sweet. That's just so nice, Hannah. But I am just going to use these blue January ones, and then I'll probably switch to the new colors next month. Not that it really matters. You can use whatever colors you want. And then I've got some stickers from Planner Kate. These are just little flags that I'm going to use for marking the week up here in the corner. I am going to have to cut them down just a little bit, but that's okay. No problem there. These are also in the old MAKSELIFE colors, but they're pretty universal to the MAKSELIFE colors, so no problem. So I'm just going to tuck those back in there for when I need them. And then let me show you what else is in my folio here. So I've got my annual goals notebook up here at the front. So I've got my intentions set, my compass assessment. There's my intentions. My word of the year is consistency. And then I will go into my annual goals over here. Oh, they're so pretty and so me this year. I really put a lot of effort into this, and I feel like this year is the first year where I feel super comfortable with my goals, and they're really realistic and nothing crazy in here either. I really just wanted to focus on that consistency, building on the foundation that I've built in the past couple of years, but kind of just get myself on track with some different things. So here is my word of the year mind map, which really connects my word to each category. These are just brain dump thoughts. It really just shows how consistency will help me in each of these categories. So really loving what I did this year. This is just my best work for myself. Everyone's got different goals and different methods, but for me, this year feels really comfortable. This page here, I love. I'm going to actually tear it out because it's perforated in here. This page is perfect for just jogging your memory, helping you think of new things. It's called the Things to Consider list. Well, that's what I call it anyway. But for each category, it just lists things that you can think about for each category and just kind of give you some ideas. So I usually like to tuck this into the back of the current notebook, but for now I'm just going to pull it out because I will need it. I'm also going to pull out this notebook, which is my first quarterly notebook. And then I'm going to pull out this one as well, which is my annual goals. What else I have in here is my daily reflections notebook, which I really enjoy. I've only done one little spread in here so far, but I think this is going to be really helpful. If I've had a hard day or it was a really good day and I want to reflect on that too, this helps a lot. I love having a guided little list here to help me, because otherwise journaling is really hard for me for whatever reason, and this helps a lot because it gives you prompts. And then there's just a dot grid notebook back here, and I can do whatever I want with it. And then in the very back, I haven't really realized or figured out what I want to do back here, but I did see someone take, I don't remember who it was. Maybe it was the MAKSELIFE team, but they took this weekly notepad and they put it in here just to jot things down, which I think is such a good idea. And then I've been meaning to put my little, this is the first time I'm using the folio at all, so we're just kind of getting settled in here. But this is the pen that I love, and I will put my little backup in here. Okay, so enough about the folio. Let's put this over to the side here, and let's get started. So we're going to just start at the beginning here. I don't have any reflections to show you because I didn't do any for December since I was working on my annual goals. So we're just going to start right here at the monthly goals. If you do want to check out my yearly reflection and all of my annual goals, like I said, I will link that down below. You can check that out. So I'm going to have this right beside me along with this little list. This is just so super helpful with jogging my memory, giving me ideas, pointing me in the right direction. So I'm just going to kind of clip this above my desk just so I have it right there. And then I don't need any of these markers right now, but I do need my pen. And I grabbed a few dot markers to use this week or this month. This one is denim, and then this one is platinum. And I did grab some washi to put behind my monthly, like the name of the month. I've been doing this for the past couple of months. I think My Crafty Plans, I think she gave me this idea. Someone I saw do this, and I just really like that idea. So I'm going to grab this right here, and then I'm going to grab this sheet from Hand Can Plan. So I've got Planner Kate and Hand Can Plan. Just put the rest of those back and away. Okay, so I'm going to start by putting some washi across this, but I am going to white out just a little bit of this because January doesn't fill up the whole space. So I'm just going to white out the first part and the end part of January, and then I'm going to lay down some washi. So this one is from Simply Gilded. It's just really pretty and pretty neutral. Like, I couldn't find anything that I really liked to put behind the sticker, so I'm just going to put this in right there in the middle, like so. And then I'm going to take my January sticker here and I want to place that right on top. I like to use my tweezers for this because I have no aim. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. So let me go ahead and do this other side. Okay, and then I'm going to use some of these little flags, these blue ones, for my weeks. So I can't remember how many weeks are in January. Let me check. Okay, so we got 4 weeks, and these are a little bit too long. I like to put them over here in this corner. So let me cut these just a little bit. Okay, so then I'm just going to take these and put them in the top right corner of each spread so that I can mark the days of the week. I'm really going to work on reflections this year. It's one of my goals in my personal section, and I want to share more weekly actions videos so that kind of makes me do my reflections. I don't know. I have some options. Of course, I can use these for prompts, but I also have a little notepad from Ink and Bolt that I like that requires like very little thinking, and I really like this. So I've got this notepad and the traditional questions, so I'm going to try both, see what I like. Maybe even just switch it up every other week. I'm going to put these back in my folio real fast. All right, I think we're ready to get going on this. So I've got these 2 dot markers, one for the actual goal and then one for a tracker. I like to do that for the weeks because that kind of keeps me on track, and I can kind of see at the end of the month how well I did in each category. Before we get into this, I want to make it clear that I don't want to do like too much this month. I want to just ease into the year. I think in years past, I've like jumped in feet first, full into the deep end, and this year, I'm not in that headspace yet. I think I will, but I need a few months to just kind of ease in. So I'm really gonna keep it simple this month for that purpose so that I don't get overwhelmed and backtrack, so that I can just take little steps. That's the point of this for me this month. We'll see how that goes. Sometimes I like push myself too hard and then I back off too much. So we're just going to do our best around here. For my focus, I think it's going to be self-love. There are 4 things that I really want to do this month. One of them is that reflection that I was talking about. I want to do that weekly, every like Saturday, Sunday, somewhere around there. And then I also just want to do a couple of things to just show myself a little bit of appreciation. So I want to get a pedicure. That's been something I've been really enjoying lately. I want to get a haircut. And then I want to go to my dentist appointment. I really just want to put that in here so I don't forget about it because I have to like leave work early that day. So focus, self-love, and then those 4 things. And then I will add some trackers in a minute. Okay, so now I'm going to take my gray like platinum dot marker. And these first 3 don't need a tracker. They're one-time things. But these other ones need one for each week. So there are 4 weeks. So I'll put 4 dots. Okay, moving on to fun and recreation. So my stretch goal in fun and recreation is joy. So this month, just to kind of bring myself some joy and do some things with my sister. So I'm going to go for a hike. That's the one thing that I love. It's a seasonal activity for me. It's time outside. And then I also want to order some travel supplies. So I am going to be going to Go Wild in March, and it's going to be here before we know it. And there's a few more things that I want to get to make travel a little bit easier. And then we need, meaning my sister and I, we need to schedule our next show that we're going to go see at our local theater. So those three things I think will bring me some joy and also kind of bring me some of that fun that I need. For my focus for this month, I think I just want to put joy, because I want to keep that in my mind as I go through each week. Now, as I get to these things, sometimes they're one-time things. Sometimes they're things that I need to make steps on each week. So I kind of think about that as I write these. But I think those three going to be good. Ordering the travel supplies is definitely going to take maybe a few different sessions to get that done, but shouldn't be too much. Okay, there is my little list. The next show that is coming up that we want to go to is Clue. I haven't seen it before, and I've never seen the movie, so I'm really excited to just go into it because I've heard it's really funny and just be with a fresh mind and just really enjoy that time with my sister and just laughing and having fun. Okay, so let's go over here to work and learning. So work has been pretty good lately, but I still need to make some adjustments. And I think I just want to kind of continue with some of the things that I've already been doing. But I want to shift my focus for this month and focus on some planning stuff. I've really been stepping back and not putting myself out there like I should and how I want to. And so I think for this month, I want to share on my stories one time a week and actually show my face, my voice, everything, instead of just pictures and videos and stuff. In the seek knowledge area over here, I want to read the news for 5 minutes a day. Sometimes I get too much into it and too invested, and it consumes me, or sometimes I avoid it too much. So I think the 5 minutes is a good goal for this month. And then I want to get ahead at school with all my lesson plans and stuff by 2 weeks. So hopefully I can get that done in the next 2 or 3 weeks of January. I also want to get my meetings planned, everything. So 2 weeks ahead overall. My focus for work and learning is going to be fulfillment. I feel like the IG stories for one time a week is realistic for me because I'm so introverted, and it's hard for me for whatever reason. I don't know why. I need to work on that. So I'm just going to put a little tracker here and here. And I think I'll put one here as well, just to kind of keep on track with that. Okay, for family and relationships. So I feel really comfortable with my relationships with my family right now. I just want to add a couple of things for this category. I'm going to pull connection here for my focus, and I really want to do something fun with my nephew Gray. He's 5 and he's just so fun, and we just had such a fun time doing our hike, but maybe we can find something else to do that's fun too. But I just want to spend a little time with him, and then I want to call my parents 2 times a week, keep connected with them, and then I'll have some sister time up here, but I think I'll keep it in fun and recreation. So just 2 things for this category this month, but like I said, I'm in a good place with them, so I don't feel like I need to put a ton for this month, especially with my focus in other directions, which you'll see. Okay, so let me fill this out real quick. It'll be fun when my other nephew, Stellan, is older, and we can do fun stuff like this too. I love the anti-dates. It's super fun for me to do that with Gray, and it'll be fun with Stellan as well. Okay, let's go over to health and wellness. Now, this is going to be my focus for this month, which is why I'm going to put, some more effort into this one. So let me just get situated here. Okay, so as you can see, it's pretty complicated here, but this is important to me, and it is one of my major focuses for the whole year. So a stretch goal for me is strength and vitality. I want to do a strength activity, 1 strength activity a week. I was doing 2 last year, and I just fell off the wagon and never really recovered, and then I would beat myself up for not doing 2. So 1 a week is realistic for me for right now. I also want to just put a blanket statement, 5 days of movement. It can be anything that I want to do, but just 5 days of movement. I want to continue some meal plan and prep because that helps me improve in all different areas, and I've been feeling really not my strongest self, not my best physical self, and I think that'll help a lot if I kind of buckle down on that. And then just pulling from my needs here, some water. I feel like I have not been drinking as much water as I should, and I think part of that is like being out of school for a couple of weeks, and so I just want to get back on track with that. So 4 things, it's not a ton. I could have listed like 8 things, but I chose to just focus on some small things, and then hopefully I'll like get up to the point where I can do 2 strength activities a week and like 4 to 5 solid workouts. But for now, we're going to start there and then go in whatever direction it leads. So focus for this month is going to be, I like this general health from this list up here that I'm looking at. General health looks really good. Okay, so 4 things there, and then let me add trackers to all of these things because it's something I want to keep track of the whole month. All right, let's go to spiritual and personal growth. This is one of the areas that I want to grow in this year, which is why I added a stretch goal. My stretch goal is to find my values. For this month, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed already with like the health stuff, and I think that just to help support my health goals, I want to do a daily PM meditation. Now, I was like all gung-ho on this in October and even November, and then I just stopped doing it. And I want to get back into that because I think that really helps in this area as well, and just kind of keeps me a little bit more focused. And I want to continue with my daily gratitude. Gratitude practice is and has been something that's been really important to me, so I want to include that as well. I don't want to like get too far into like these things down here because it's just going to be like too much, I think, for right now, but I will get to them. I just forgot to color that in the other day. Okay, so my focus for this category is going to be support. I think supporting my health goals, also supporting my like family relationships and even work, just kind of overflowing to all the categories. I have the Calm app, and it's been really helpful, at least in the past. When I was doing it for my mindfulness activities, they just have so much to offer in there, and I'm just like really grateful for that because it gives me a lot of guidance and I don't have to like search for anything. Okay, financial. Really, we just need to buckle things down, okay? I spent too much on Christmas, which like I love gifting people things and like showing my love through that, but we got to rein it in. It's just been a little much. Okay, so I do want to get a new phone, which actually with my phone plan, I just realized when I was looking it up the other day, I signed up for like the early trade-in thing. So it's really not going to cost me that much money, but I do need a budget for that because I have to pay like the tax on it. Credit card payment. I need to make a big one this month. And I just want to continue updating my budget every 3 weeks or 3 times a week because this really keeps me on track. So I'm really kind of just focusing on this section over here, reducing stressors. And I think that's going to help on this month. So I think I'm going to pull reduce stressors into this section so that when I sit down to write my weekly actions every week, I'll remember that and like come up with a few more things. But I know that I want to do those 3. Okay, the only one that really needs a tracker is this middle one. Okay, last one, physical environment. So I feel like in April when I started doing the Clean Mama routine, I was like so gung-ho and like so inspired. And as the like winter came, not so much. So I really just want to like keep it simple this month and like get back to the basics with that. I have a little notepad that I use. It's on my fridge right now that like keeps track of all of the daily and weekly tasks. But this month, I really want to do the monthly tasks as well. So I'm going to separate those into 2 things. I also need to get my car inspection because my registration is up and I need to pay for that. And then I need to like do a little bit of yard work and like trim the shrubs that are in my front yard. So they're not very exciting things, but they are things that are going to like help in the long run if I do them, especially if I get like back into the routine of doing my cleaning routine. I think that'll really help. So I'm going to pull maintenance here from my annual goals as my focus for this month. I just think it's a good one and go with those 4 things. So for trackers, really just these first 2. I'm just going to write in the dates real quick. Let me check. I can't remember what they are. Okay, so these are January 2nd through the 8th. I can't really read that. Let me see if I have my white pen. Well, that works. Okay. So I really, with this being like the first week back to school, and I don't know, like I don't want to overwhelm myself like I've been saying, because I really think that I will like revolt in my mind and like not do anything this month, which is not what I want to happen. So for personal, I think I'm just going to grab this gray pen and use it this week. Actually, let's kind of mix it up and do something else. Let me use this one just to keep in the blue theme, but just mix it up a little bit. Okay, so for this week, reflection for sure, and I need to just schedule my haircut. So those two things. I envy people who can write without using whiteout because I make mistakes all the time. Okay, so for fun and recreation, I think I just want to like make a list of the travel supplies that I need. And no, it's next week. On the 9th? Yeah. So next week, the tickets are going to open for us to buy tickets. So I'll put that on next week. But I think for just this week, I want to make a list for travel supplies. Okay, for work and learning, I think I just want to focus on the work thing and then doing my IG stories. I think those two are enough to keep me busy, especially at work. Like it's going to be a lot to get ahead, but I want to, like that's a goal. Okay, and then family and relationships. I need to think of something to do with gray, and then I need to call my folks. I think I'm just going to put those two things just so I can like make some ideas. I don't know, a 5-year-old boy. I only had sisters, so I don't know what boys are into. I'm learning every day, but I don't know. So I need to just like brainstorm for health and wellness. I think I'm going to put all of these on here since it is my like main focus for the month. I think I just want to put all of them on there and just see how it goes. I don't know how it's going to go, but we got to try. All right. I feel good about that. Spiritual and personal growth. I think I'm just going to do daily gratitude. If I want to focus on this, I don't know. Maybe I'll add like 2 mindfulness things. Yeah, I think that's good. For financial. So I don't get paid until the 15th every month. So I'm going to wait on the credit card payment, but I'm going to do the first 2 because I'm going to order the phone like tomorrow and then I'll pay that tax and then I'll get it probably the next week. Okay, physical environment. I think that this week I'm going to do the first 3. I really need to get that car inspection done like ASAP because I'm going to get in the mail the registration stuff and you have to have that done. So I'm just going to add those first 3. Okay, so I put here 3 monthly tasks on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Maybe that will help me this week at least. I would like to do one like do them throughout the week, but that's just not happening right now. Okay, I feel pretty good about this. I feel like I'm on the right track. It's not too much. It may look like too much, but it's not for me for right now. And then maybe next month we can step it up. But for now, this feels good. Next month, I will get back into my reflections. I'll do them at the end here, right here. And I will intro the video with that. But since we just did annual goals last month, I just have my monthly goals here and weekly actions. That is it. Let me put it back in my folio. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload. And I will see you next time. Bye!